Hello and welcome to episode, I think, 8 of my Steam library. And this time we will be playing Avernum 3 Ruined World. It's another game I know completely nothing about. I can see that there's some kind of isometric RPG type deal. Normally I'm not into these types of games that have graphics like this, but or even gameplay like this. But we'll see. I do hope that this is not a sequel to some 3-part story that I'm getting the last one of, because that would be like reading Lord of the Rings starting with Return of the King. But well, we'll see. Let's dive in. Okay. Interesting way to start the game. No, not the windowed mode. Alright, let's do it. Alright, we already see here oh, it's gone. But we saw there Khajiit, a Redguard, a Breton, and a Argonian. Ain't that classic? Okay. It's a bit small, isn't it? I mean, just the... Let's take a quick look at the instructions. Holy shit, this is a... Instructions? It's a whole freaking book. Final chapter. Damn it. Well, character editor. What the fuck? I don't understand what this is. I mean, I guess they mean like a character editor as in changing stats on characters and stuff, but okay. Let's just start a new game then. Ah, right. Yes, absolutely not a Khajiit and absolutely not an Argonian. Create your group. Change name, new character type, delete character. Alright, let's see. Soldiers receive excellent military training in the castle in Avernum, the best the underworld has to offer. They're very good with all sorts of weapons. Are wild swordsmen from the deepest, most savage caverns. Their wildness tends to get them excluded from the more civilized parts of Avernum. They're extremely hardy and their sword skills is unmatched. A priest of one of the faiths disapproved of by the Empire. They have excellent healing and protective skills. Okay, this is healer. Sorcerers are practitioners of the wizard art. Their spells are powerful both on offensive and defensive. Mages of Avernum are free of the restrictions on magic placed on by the Empire. Okay, rogue. Yeah, classic rogue, archer. What about rebel? Some people dare to rebel against anyone in power, even in Avernum. They have to be good at everything if they want to survive. But they don't have the freedom to excel at one thing. A rebel tends to have some skill with weapons, traps, and lore. Hedge wizard. Remote case of Avernum. They help the locals with their magical skills. This sort of character is good at magery and has a little bit of training in priest spells and first aid. So it's like a combination of sorcerer and priest shaman. Priest of the Wild Cavern Shaman isn't quite as good at spells as priest, but make up for it with weaponry and knowledge of healing. So it's like a combination of priest and soldier. Fuck it, I just go custom. Or not. It didn't take me to anything. Select a race button to change a character's race. Select a portrait to change a character's appearance. Right. Indeed. Custom. No female Khajiit. Interesting. I'll take this cool looking dude. This is how I change rate. Okay. Let's be super original and call him Felix. Oh wait, I don't get to choose one, I get to do all of them. Oh, well that changes a few things. How about... you being the rebel. You're the rebel. Humans get a bonus trait every 4 levels. Nephil plus 10% to missile damage and cold resistance. Slith plus 10% to spear damage and fire resistance. Right, so Nephil are good at being archers, I guess. So archer you are. I like that one better for the sorcerer, and then something like that for the what exactly? Soldier? Yeah. You rebel. How about you be a shaman, huh? Okay. Well. Let's call her Lizzie. Let's call you... Shit. Tade. And let's call you... Ores. Right, let's dive in and hope I know what I'm doing. Just normal is fine. Legend tells that Avernum is the gateway to the underworld from which the dead never return. Avernum is also a real place. It is many miles of caves and tunnels far below the world's surface. The Empire rules the surface totally. When they discovered Avernum, they had the perfect use for it. A prison. Everyone who didn't fit in, the rebels, the antisocial, those with incorrect opinions, they were teleported to Avernum forever. The Evernites built subterranean cities. Oh god, my battery's low. They learned to fight, they studied magic, etc, etc. Yeah. They built their strength. And when they were ready,
charging battery,
they got their revenge. Indeed, Archmage Erica made her own teleporter. Emperor Hawthorne ruled the Empire. He was brilliant and ruthless, and utterly despised. What? And he just died in one fell swoop. Okay. Avernum struck down the Emperor. 4 years later, the Empire invaded. Avernum was outgunned and outnumbered. Empire wars felt lost until Avernum found an ally. The alien Vanati joined you. That was my headset cutting out. It does that sometimes when it's connected to the charger and I have no idea why. Alright. Avernum won the Empire War. 5 years passed. Nothing was heard from the Empire. The Evernites decided that it was time to return to the surface. They built a magical portal and established Upper Avernum. New cities and tunnels just below the surface. They then selected someone to explore the surface for the first time. You. Moi? Okay. Did my headset cut out again?
powering off.
No, it did not.
Powering on. Mic off. Charging battery.
It just, I mean, the music just stopped so suddenly. Welcome to Avernum. This tutorial, oh, there's in fact a tutorial. I don't need to, you know, like read many pages of encyclopedia stuff. Okay. Select a spot on the ground to walk there. You hear your year of tedious service in the Evernite army has finally paid off. You have been chosen on very short notice to join unspecified services and travel to the surface. Unspecified services. The surface, out in the sun. You had never dared to dream of it. First, however, you must complete your final training and testing. Happily, some equipment has been left out for you. 2 crude helms of thick lizard skin wait for you on the table nearby. You should take advantage of them before you move on. Yeah, I'm quite certain the lizard in my party is very grateful for the helms made of his cousins. But okay. Stand near the helmets on the table and press this button or type G to get them. Okay. This window is where you can pick up and drop items, equip or remove them, or use them. Alright. Alright. I guess we go out now. The lizard skin helm is crude and dirty, but it might deflect one of the Empire's weapons if you're very lucky. You eagerly look at the door to the north, timed for your elite training. Very well. How do I move the... Okay, so arrow keys kind of moves the characters. How do I move the whole screen? Like the map. Right. When you travel up to the surface, you are likely to be attacked by hostile soldiers and beasts. Before you are allowed to before you are allowed above, Avernum wants to make sure you can handle it. That is why, just ahead, several beasts have thoughtfully been left here for you. Oh. Once they are destroyed, Avernum will be confident in your abilities. You are about to enter combat mode. Once battle has begun, to attack an enemy, select the space it is standing on. You also get tips about spells and abilities you can use. Alright, well then let's engage. How to attack. So yeah, you are now in combat. Characters will take turns moving and attacking. Each turn you get a few action points every time. Everything you do, moving, costs action points. When you run out, your turn is over. To attack a foe, select the space it is standing in. The space your cursor is over will be tinted red. If there is an enemy in that place, it will glow. Well, that's pretty straightforward. Pretty much like, what was it? It kind of already reminds me of Descent: Journey into Darkness, the board game. They have all melee weapons equipped, so I guess I need to be in melee range. 8 action points. I wonder if I can attack diagonally. 6 action points. Giant spider. Alright, let's walk there and attack you. Did my headset turn off? Yes, my headset did in fact turn off again. Damn it.
Link established. Mic off.
Alright. Well, that'll cost all his action points, wouldn't it? Well, you know, to be quite honest, I'm not sure if having my headset on even matters really much since there's so little sound in this game. Spider. Damn. Good to know. Well, you're dead. I guess end combat. Since both of the subterranean horrors left for you have been squished, the gates to the north open. Agents from unspecified services hurry through, eager to throw you in a teleporter and send you to Upper Avernum. From there, you will at least be able to step out onto the surface. At last. Ah, my reading sucks. You are teleported up to Upper Avernum and sent to the Fort Emergence. And that was text went way too fast. You are told about life on the surface. Okay. I do wonder if they can't recognize what a tree is. What have they been eating? How have they been recycling their oxygen? Oh, whatever. Let's check the chest. It contains leather pants. Gives me some armor. That's good. Dried meat. That's also nice. Let's put on these pants. What's that? Pick that up. Ooh, more stuff. Boots. Tunic. Candle. Crude javelin. See, leather armor. Value 20. Weight 10 pounds. Armor plus 10%. Chance to evade attacks. And this tunic is significantly worse. So I just dropped it on the floor. You're supposed to be good at spears, right? So I'm gonna give you that weapon. I don't need a sword. You can do what? Oh wait, javelin as a throwing weapon. Ah, okay. Well then, in that case, you take that javelin. Because you get a bonus at, you know, throwy things. Oh, weird, ugly wrinkles on his feet. I'll just give you the boots. I'm not sure what the candle is used for, but whatever. Cupboard. Monies. Yes. And potion. Yes. I guess that's it. Alright. Let's head outside. You step out of your quarters and onto one of the many cavernous halls of Fort Emergence. The corridors are eerily quiet. Only a small fraction of the troops that will be stationed here have arrived yet. It's time to find an exmander and get your orders. Happily, someone left a map on the table on your quarters. It will help you find an exmander's office. I think this game is not originally in English, because I wouldn't write happily here. I would say luckily or conveniently, but happily? Hmm. There's a map on the table? Where? Press the star button to read it. I mean, like... No, not on my keyboard. The star button. Well, whatever the case is, it shouldn't be too difficult to find. You leave the guest quarters and begin your exploration of Fort Emergence. Everything is new, and all the construction was done very quickly. You hope that the ceiling doesn't collapse on you when getting breakfast. You work for unspecified services, and your commander, Annex Mander, is somewhere off to the west. The first step of a long journey. This might be a good time to save the game. To open save, okay, yes, well, there's also this button right here. Save game. Right there. Call it... blah. Yep. Alright, so I discovered how to move the map around. So I can't check barrels, can't check pots. What does this say? Can't do that either. Oh, scorpions or ballistae, whatever. Somewhere to the west. Ah, everything is turn-based. You meet a young woman with long dark hair. She is walking around the main gallery of Fort Emergence in nervous circles. She seems to know who you are already, and she is uncomfortable when you approach. Hello, I am Teresa. Oh, I'm supposed to meet someone named Alexander. Oh, our boss. I can help. That is easy. Enter the warehouse to the west. Go north from there. Our offices are there. Alright, thank you. Warehouse somewhere to the west. No, that is the south. Then head north. Fort Emergence, how to fight. Buttons, what, where? Oh, here. Okay. So, yeah. No, I don't wanna steal those things. Alright, so the javelin will go to the kitty cat. The bow for now, I guess they go to the mage person. What is she again? Is she a mage? Yeah. Board, tool, hammer, rope is useful. Like Samwise Gamgee, you know, he forgot rope and he beat himself up over it. I'm not gonna make the same mistake. How to use items. Oh, that symbol. No, that's the sun symbol, not a star symbol. But I can use it. Yes, okay. Wow. Either call it the star symbol or call it the sun symbol, but don't call it both. These chambers are a lot nicer and more carefully built than the other areas you've seen. This is probably where the high-ranking officials work. This is also probably where you're supposed to get your orders. Yep. You enter a large, cramped, dimly lit office. It is filled with stacks of papers, maps, plans, barely legible notes, and the like. It also contains many plates and mugs, all in need of washing. In addition to all the other clutter, you find a small, ratty man whose clothes and hair are in extreme disarray. He twitches constantly with nervous energy. When you enter, he leaps up and rushes over to greet you. "Greetings, my friend! I'm so glad you're finally here. I'm Anixmander, as Commander of Johnson... Reading. As Commander Johnson commands the military half of the fort, I run the somewhat more covert operations." His words pour out in a babble. I'll be the person you report to for further instructions during your explorations of the surface world. When you do something, come to me. When you don't do something, come to me. When you're just plain confused, come to me. He returns to his seat and sorts through papers, looking for something. He can't find it. Damn! I had a map to a nearby goblin outpost. Here's a bandit lair too, in the caves. We thought you might want to do some raiding there to learn to work as a team and pick up some loot before exploring the surface. There's a map to the goblins around here somewhere. Search a bit. Then, when you're warmed up and ready to explore the surface, come back here. I'll have more instructions. Remember to go to Upper Avernum, leave Fort Emergence to the south. To go to the surface, leave to the north. He nods, flashes you a worried grin, and goes back to his notes. Don't forget, the sooner you go out into the surface and see what's going on, the better. All Avernum awaits to see whether it is safe to emerge or not. He gives you a pair of maps, one of Upper Avernum and one of the surface lands around Fort Emergence. Press the world map button. Yeah. Okay then. Somewhere here should be a something, right? A bowl, a pen, a pot. Someone is playing music outside. I really hope the microphone is not picking that up. Zoom in on anything. Okay, so none of this changes. I guess I just already have the stuff, maybe? Oh. This is where I am. But for whatever reason I can't find a map. Or I mean, like, stuff about bandits and shit. Well, let's just go explore randomly then. South, right? That was where things were. The central gallery runs north-south through the fort emergence. It is crowded with large carts and the giant lizards who pull them. Massive piles of supplies ship in and out of this fort. All the settlements of Upper Avernum are still works in progress. Fortunately, you don't have to worry about the assault from these giant lizards. Though the creatures are innately fierce and stupid, the merchants who own them constantly dull their teeth and claws. The road near Fort Emergence is patrolled by a band of Avernite soldiers. They don't seem very alert. They don't need to be. If a serious attack ever comes, it won't be from this direction. When they see you, they march towards you. It looks like they want to talk to you. Alright, we'll approach and talk to them. The guard approaches you. The guards approach you. Greetings! You're the next surface exploration crew, aren't you? They seem to have heard of you, and they're excited to meet you. You must be a celebrity. Just so you know, if you're heading north, you should watch out for goblins and bandits. There has been some trouble up there. Keep your eyes open. Okay. You stand on a large, rickety bridge, built to carry troops and supplies across the river to Fort Emergence. Soon an army will cross here, in hopes of carving out an area for the Evernites on the surface of the world. To the north, you see a huge open cavern, dotted with recently built towns and settlements, populated with Evernites recently teleported from far below. To the west is Portal Keep, where everyone up here, including you, arrived for the Tower of Maggie. Oh, this is just immediately some kind of battle phase. Okay. Right, so I can't change which character in what order the characters do things. I guess I just walk up to you and smack you across the face with my big giant sword. Well, reasonably sized sword. I have 8 action points, so... Ah, so there is diagonal attacking, that's nice, so... Change to that. And I will attack you. And now you are immobile, so fuck you. Cloak of Curses gives your group attacks chance of putting a random curse on target. Energy cost 1. I assume the blue bars are energy, so yeah, let's try that. On you. Ouch. Ouch. God damn it. Die. You son of a bitch! Unconsciousness and death. One of your characters has just been knocked unconscious. This happens when your health level reaches 0. To revive your character, walk through the gate of a friendly town. Return to life spell cast by a powerful priest or spell scroll can also revive unconscious characters. Okay. Ah, right. God damn it. I guess I'll just do that again. And you can throw your javelin to the goblin warrior. Yep. And you can cast a big giant ugly fireball to this one. Yep. Fault crystal. Okay. More goblins again. Smite. Yeah, fucking headset. There we go. Yeah, about that. Hmm. Either I need to learn how to do this properly, or I need to do quite a bit of grinding. I mean, I can keep fighting goblins till I level up, I hope. Or until I figure out how to properly fight. You meet a band of alert soldiers carefully guarding this crossroads. When you approach, they tell you to watch out. Apparently there has been some bandit activity in the north. Right. Are those the bandits? At first, these men look like traveling merchants, perhaps bringing goods to 40 merchants. When they get close and draw their weapons, however, you realize that they are bandits. There is about a dozen of them. Their leader says, "Well now, if it isn't an adventurer, and not any old adventurer either, but the heroic surface explorer. Gossip about your arrival must have gotten around. Well, since you're so mighty, you can surely spare a few coins to help out a few lowly travelers, yes?" The tone of his voice indicates that refusal to help will be greeted with open hostility. This group of bullies looks pretty tough. You doubt you'll be able to beat them in a fight for now. Fuck that shit. Well then, that almost did no damage whatsoever. How do I skip a turn? Oh, press spacebar. Alright. No, don't notice us. Wait, this blue thing doesn't mean escape? How the fuck do I escape a battle? There's no runaway feature in this game? Come on. Wait, where am I? Fuck it, let's head north. This is the North Gate. You must pass through here to return to the world's surface. The way is protected by a lava pool. A narrow bridge arcs over it, built to quickly collapse in case of Empire attack. You emerge from Fort Emergence into the outdoors. A harsh yellow light from above blinds you. The air smells strange. For a while, the size and openness of the blue space above you paralyzes you with vertigo. Still, there's nothing to do but to press on. Well, then press on I shall. You emerge from the valley and are immediately greeted by a view which brings tears to your eyes. It has been many years since Evernites have seen the surface. Those of you who have seen it at all. And after years of dreaming, here it finally is, laid out before you. Plants are everywhere. You feel the wind and the sky in the blue rich is. You feel the wind and the sky is a blue richer than any you've ever seen. It's warm and dry, and there can be no doubt you are finally home. You stand there for an hour, just admiring the sights and feeling the sensations. Then you look around more carefully. This area is unsettled. There's a river to the south, but there are no human settlements as far as you can see. This is excellent news. Not only is Fort Emergence under no immediate danger of attack, but there's plenty of room around here for Evernites to settle. But it wouldn't do to get too excited. There's still plenty to be discovered and plenty of an investigation to do. You'll have to meet the surface people, who are likely to be very different from you. Also, while there is a great joy in leaving the caves, it's far more frightening than you thought it would be. After years of tunnels and shadows, the open sky and bright sun leaves you feeling constantly blinded and exposed. A new chapter in the life of Avernum has just begun. A new land awaits you. It's time to explore. Staring out at the open, unknown terrain around you starts to make you feel nervous. You wonder if you are sufficiently experienced to handle the threats ahead. You start to consider returning to Upper Avernum to hunt easier foes for a little while before risking the surface. It is your decision to make, but the danger ahead is great. Alright, so basically the game telling me, you're not ready! So, I guess I'll head back. So, basically... Right. The guards approach you eagerly. You're the surf exploration crew? Yeah. Oh. Right. What is it like? They're desperately eager to hear news of what's up there. Do you indulge them? Yeah. You tell them a few things about what it's like on the surface. Their overwhelming desire to hear what you have seen is flattering and also a little sad. They're desperately eager to return to the surface. After a while, you excuse yourself and move on. If you didn't, they would keep asking you questions for hours. They march away quickly, eager to pass on the choice gossip they've obtained. Alright, so I'm too weak to fight bandits, so I just guess I'll stick here and grind this area. Oh god, grinding. There is an infestation of chitrak larvae back here. Chitraks are large, vicious, giant insects. They were originally found in Vanati caverns far below Avernum. They've been slowly migrating upwards. If nothing is done, these larvae will become fully grown chitraks and cause all manner of problems. Something should be done. Alright, attack him. I mean, they're only larvae, right? Yeah, they're not that strong. Son of a bitch landing a critical hit on me. Fuck you. Damn it! And my headset turns itself off again. Maybe I need to get a new cable or something. That probably the cable. Oh, wrong character. Anything on the ground? Nothing on the ground. Oh. Ah, right, so healing happens automatically. That's good to know. Ah, found a hidden secret. Oh, let's save the game. Yep, call it blah. This secluded passage is not very interesting, yet another long gallery filled with scree and debris. The only landmarks are the piles of cave rats droppings, and even they look old and dried out. Even the glowing roof fungus that lights these caves is sparse here. Oh, that is quite interesting indeed, if you ask me. To your disappointment, you find that this tunnel contains nothing more interesting than piles of rocks and ancient rat droppings. Nothing useful. You turn around and start to head back. As you do, however, you hear squeaking behind you. Loud, nasty squeaking. You start to wonder if perhaps the makers of this suspiciously large rat droppings ever wander back to this secluded passage. Giant rats. How classic. I missed. Well, in the case, I'm gonna cast some protection on us. Num. Oh my god, can anything freaking hit this guy? Seriously, fuck that guy. What the son of a bitch? Well, there goes my entire party. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it quits here, because let me put it like this. If I want to play a turn-based RPG that doesn't bore me to death like this one does, and that looks interesting and doesn't have weird translated writing, I'll play Divinity Original Sin 2. This is just kind of nope. I don't see myself playing this. Well, I hope you had fun watching at least. Until next time.